Okay, bit late this morning. How are we all going? Ian Appelis here, your acrylic guru. Welcome to this Friday Night Live episode 35, I think it is. Got me morning coffee. Now, a lot of you know it's morning time where I am and Friday night on the other side of the world. So I just need to get things set up while people are getting into the room here. So bear with us a minute, and that way I can bring up your chat and see who's here with us. G'day Jason and Krista and Grey Scales. G'day Anthony, how you going? Doing some lovely work lately. I've seen you putting out there. It's fantastic to see. We got Linda, Krista, Celeste Watson. How are we all going? I'm going to put my armrests up here like that. Now, what's that thing in the way there? I could see. Oh, that's the old. I'll get rid of that out the way like that. You wouldn't believe what I've... This is just a quick setup this morning because I slept in this morning. I thought, oh, should I go on, shouldn't I? And I thought, well, people there are relying on this to come on and watch and see, so I'm here. So it's a bit late, sorry for that. If you want to ask me anything, go ahead and ask me. I got had a new patron come on my Patreon platform. I love to thank my patrons. They really support my content and it helps creators out like myself. And what was the name of Laurie Edwards? Thank you very much, Laurie, for jumping on board and supporting my content. You know what I forgot to do? Let me just shrink that down a bit. I want to get my YouTube links so I can put them in the description below. That way, when people are watching the replay, where are we? They can click on the appropriate link, and I'll go through the links for you as well. There's obviously a... Hang on, just let me put this in. It's hard for me to talk and multitask at the same time, eh? All right, there we go. That's in now. The links are in now. If you want to see the links, and you've started from the start from the live feed, refresh your page, and then you will see them. There's a link for my PayPal. People who buy paintings, you buy them through PayPal, and there's a donate PayPal link there. That's how you do that. And not to worry, if you never have a PayPal account, it's easy to set one up, or most friends or family of yourself would have one. You can always use theirs, put their money in there and go that way. What have we got going here? Stamping. You know what, I've got to tape this up because the lead's just pulling a bit, you know, and you don't like it to be tugging along like that. Marilyn Lynch. Okay, we're there. Hello everyone. So where was I up to? Let's get this to the end there so I can see where the feed is up to. Now let me just check. Yes, the links are there. I've put a new link there. It's a merchandise link. Now I'm in the process of still getting that storefront fine-tuned and working out how it goes. I've got to get someone else here when time's right, so we go through it together because I just cannot do it on my own. There's leggings. Now, when I did some of them, they were all just white. Then I realised you can add colours as well. So if you have a look through the whole lot there, you'll see black, white, grey, and like a blue. There's socks at the moment. There's some hoodies. I think there's a t-shirt, cup, and a toggle bag. That's what they're at the moment. I cannot find aprons in that site. It's pretty much an online shop. You go there and you can pick what merchandise you want, but I cannot find any aprons at this stage. But have a look at what merchandise is there. It's all sent from the US. It's no out-of-pocket expense for me, but it comes from them. So when somebody orders something, they obviously, I'm assuming, get it together and send it out to that appropriate person, and they have their cut and they probably send me a cut. So they're not actually cheap. Some of them are quite dear, some of them are average. So it depends where you live, I suppose, but I can't control that. All right. But there is merchandise there. Check it out as well. That's a new one. There's also the Patreon one, which I've talked about. What else have I got up there? My YouTube videos. A lot of people are still asking can I do this, that and the other of a different subject, and I've 9 times out of 10 have done them. There is a link there to check out my YouTube videos, what I've done. Yes, Stampin', it's your first time here. Your name is sticking out like bee's knees that you are the first time here, because I haven't seen that one here before. Sandra Pitts, g'day Sandra Pitts. Adele Demola, hello Adele Demola. Adele Demola. Kay Mounts, hi, love your tutorials and you have a great way of engaging. Thank you. Sorry about the arms, they're huge. Thank you very much for that. I love to engage with my followers and subscribers because it's not, this channel is mine and yours. It's not just mine, it's mine and yours. So we've got to come together and engage. Love to engage. Any questions, ask away. And what else is there I normally get out here? Oh, all my paintings are for sale. My YouTube tutorial paintings are for sale. I'll show you one here. This one's still in the process of being, where are we? You can see a traceable I put on that. It's going to be a girl at the beach, a surfy girl with a VW Combi car, the Beetle. So that's going to be great. That's going to be a 2-part. So pretty much the background, a simple, easy and effective beach. This one's coming up. It's I don't know what I'm going to call that one yet. The latest one I've just released was the waterfall lake. This one will be coming up soon. It's another boat, water, cloud scene. Quite good subjects. And oh, I've done, because it was such a popular, I sold off that the American flag with the eagle in front of it, and a lot of people ask, can you do a flag? Can you do a tutorial on the flag? I've done a tutorial on the eagle, so I've went and done a simple tutorial on, where are we? The American flag, for instance. Now you can do any flag, but this is the American flag. Okay, so that tutorial's coming up as well, which will be exciting to learn how to do folds in your work. And obviously you have seen this one I did as well after the eagle one. That's an Australian flag with the cheeky koala climbing the flagpole. Sandra Pitts, he makes it easy to learn. Thank you for that feedback. I love that background, good stuff. How cool, fun. Now we've got Stampin' Craze. Love your tutorials. Where are we? Am I in the wrong? Can I go this way a bit just so as I'm not to one edge of the screen there like that? I love your tutorials. I learn a lot from them, Ian. Thank you. I just need to get my paints out and try the boat one you just showed. Good stuff. Now, I've had some, well, I had one person stating, can you put the colours of the paints that I use in the description below? And they sent me a picture of someone else that does it. Now, some people have affiliated links on their channel. They're a big channel and they've got sponsors and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm not a big channel and I don't have sponsors. If I had been sponsored by a paint company or a brush company, I would put their links there below. I put my colours in the beginning of the video because my videos are designed for a beginner to go, oh, what's this subject there? And you have a look at it and then you watch and go, I tell you what, I like that, I'm going to paint that. So they're designed to go back to the beginning and then see what you need. Okay, you stop it, write down the colours. Okay, he's using those brushes or those coloured paints. I'll get something similar. Okay, what mistakes did he make? Oh yeah, I won't do that, I'll do this, I won't do that. Then you know what you're going to do. Then okay, you stop it, you get yourself ready. Set yourself up, even if you're in a big paint party group, you set yourself up. Then you go back to the beginning of the tutorial, you press play and pause and paint along with me, okay? That's how mine are designed. Everyone's different. Everyone puts associated links in their description below. I only put what's appropriate to what I can control, okay? What have we got here? I'm in the middle of doing that new waterfall painting. It's coming out awesome. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much to watching you. That's this one here you must be talking about, Denise. Yes, that was a nice, easy one to do. You just simply do your sky the way you want your sky and stop if it's getting too much for you. If people look at the painting as a whole and go, oh, I can't do that, you bloody well can. Look at the sky. You do the sky and stop. Then you can do the next section, then the next section, then the next section, then the next section, and then the little addy detaily bits. You can do anything, I'm telling you right now, and I'm telling you that for nothing. Oh, we've got some cyber hugs and kisses to go out there to Kim McKay, Sandra Pitts. Thank you very much for your super chat donations here. And was there one from anybody else? Some people have sent some super chat donations. Thank you very much, and much appreciated they are. Who else we got here? I'm missing out on some questions. Marilyn Lynch is saying, I'm hoping you would do a tutorial on a flag. Thank you. I was hoping. You do not have to hope anymore. It is there. But give it time to come out, all right? I love that one too. You keep filling up my paint next to playlist. Good stuff. I was like that when I was learning. I was like, what am I going to paint? And I'll go around searching on YouTube who's doing something I can follow or grasp or comprehend. And back in the day, and it was sometimes fun and sometimes a challenge. So I'm trying to be that person that you can stumble across and go, I'll tell you what, this guy knows what I want to do. I'll do what he's doing. That's what I'm trying to get out there, all right? I love that one with the koala. And don't forget, you love me paintings, that's fine. If you like them enough, go that extra step and purchase one. That's what it's all about. It helps me out a lot. You know, I don't want a big pile of paintings gathering up. I need to get them out there and sold. People who are receiving them in the mail are absolutely thrilled how great they look in real life. They do look different in real life. Love that one with the koala, saw that one. Stampin', cute koala and flag. I hope all goes better for you over there. Yes, everything's going fine over here relating to that. There's been a lot of debacle with donations with that as well, but I'm not going to go into that. That's not my platform there. I have access to a lot of canvas by the meter. Thought if I paint on it will roll up to post, or will the paint crack? I'm not sure, Nizzy Tag. I've never rolled up one. You'd have to try and test it out. Just do one and send to yourself, or just send to your mother-in-law or somebody like that, so you can get and see how it's turned out in the mail. Try that out and see what happens, and let me know. So once again, I said thank you to Kim McKay and Sandra Pitts. Good stuff for those donations there. Where are we? Love your skies, clouds. Steve is wonderful. Sideshow. Yeah, he's always my little cute, lovely mascot. I love him to death. I paint parts of your background, but create my own picture. I love all the tips you have given me. Thank you. That's very good, Kim McKay. And that's what I try and tell people. Mix it up and make it your own. Even if you're only using a part of my tutorial, I'm not here to say, listen, I'm going to teach you how to paint this, so you have to paint this. I'm just teaching you how I paint that subject, and it's up to you as a creator or an artist to follow along with that, or mix it up and make it your own and use just the sky or change the foreground in your own artistic way. That's what it's all about. You're allowed to do that, you can do it, and it's lots of bloody fun too. I did it in sections. It works out better for me, says Denise Richards. Yes, it does. Everyone has their own ways of doing stuff to make it more comfortable and achievable, eh? Thanks for telling me that you're nothing. Thanks, Brian Graham. Thanks for telling me that for nothing. You're welcome, Brian Graham. Everything costs nothing in this world until you have to start paying for it. You know that. You are a beautiful soul, says Kim McKay. Thank you very much. Barbara Barberson from Barberville says, Kim McKay is right. Ian is a beautiful soul and is a champion of a man. He is so well defined under his shirt. His arms just pop. I love him. He is the best. All my love, Barbara Barberson from Barberville. Thank you very much there, Barbara. Wow, I want to paint that waterfall. It's all out on my channel there. Check it out. K Mounts. I'm having a hard time finding the link to donate and see your paintings for sale. I'll keep trying. Okay, they're in the links in the description below. But if you were watching this video from the very beginning, they weren't there yet. So just refresh your page. I'll still be here. Just refresh the page and then they'll all of a sudden be there because they weren't there when I first started. Okay, or you can go to another video. There's links in the description below. Open up another tab if you can multitask like that. Hi Ian, the koala and flag would be Australia's most wonderful national stamp. Honest, yes it would be. That's great, Deborah. Quicksaw, good to have family encouragement. Give your son a big hug and a kiss. Keep him around. I've had a hard time choosing frames. Where'd that go? Any suggestions? Yeah, frames, different frames suit different layouts and colours. I find, not all the time, but most in general, whatever frame you have, preferably for a painting of this size, okay, whatever frame you have, let's say it's about, well, that's not good, it's not very thick, is it? Well, let's say it's about, where's my hands, that thick, or within that thickness, all right? It doesn't suit all, but in general, most of them have a white, so let's say you got a brown frame, a black frame, a goldy green frame, whatever, have the inner border of it painted white. It highlights the inner section of the frame painting, and it suits most painting layouts and colours. You'll notice when I whack a frame on mine recently, I had an old black and white one. Now it's pretty much a gold, black and white frame. Check out how that, before it's on the painting at the end, and then when I'm whacking it on there, just the difference, okay? And you'll see what I mean. An inner white borderline, white inside of the frame there, it just accentuates, especially seascapes. It makes them pop and it gives them that absolute, it doubles the bullshit effect. Like, wow. So I hope that helped you out there, Denise. Trucker Daddy, g'day Trucker Daddy from, that's a Sherbrooke, Quebec, Canada. How you going, aka John in Quebec? G'day. How you going? Good to have you here again, Trucker Daddy. Framing has gotten ridiculously expensive. They've always been expensive, framing. I remember back in the day before I even got into YouTube, when I was doing shower screens and glass windows and mirrors and picture frames. Frames were bloody expensive, and they always still are, I think. I've found a use, furniture stores that sell old frames, yes. And touching that note, what Trucker Daddy's on, I've gone to second-hand stores like the Salvation Army Op Shop, the Good Sammy's. I've gone in there just to look for any print or painting or picture that has a frame in it, and I've bought it solely for the frame. And the frame you see me whacking on my paintings now, the goldy colour looking one, that is one that I've cut down on my miter saw to suit my canvas frames, and I stapled and screwed it together, and that was from an op shop. I've got a few from an op shop, and that's the best thing you can do for cheap frames. I think I bought about 7 different types for 25 bucks. How do you attach your canvas to the cut board? How do you, what do you mean the cut board? I'm not sure what you mean, Chloe. Do you mean my black board? What I do, I get masking tape, where are we? And I just double it over on itself like that, all right? And then I'll stick it in the 4 corners in the middle, and then I've got a line drawn across my blackboard appropriate height, so when I whack a frame on it, everything matches up. And I just sit it on there, onto that blackboard, it stays there. But I'm using a good high-tack tape. K-Mounts, thank you very much. It was that Sandra Pitts. K-Mounts just sent in a donation. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, my beautiful K-Mounts. Thank you very much for that. Got it done, says K-Mounts. Oh, okay, that must have been the donation there. Ooh, excuse me, burpity burps. Forgot me water, got me water there. Krista C, is the lady in the water your next tutorial release? Ah, you're onto my paintings, aren't you? That's good to know and good to see. Yeah, the nude. She's a nude. I've got to look in me file to see. This one's coming up soon as well. Okay, it's showing you how to do a nude, and that's like the camera's gone underwater there. Okay, so that's coming up next. But I can tell you exactly what's coming up next. Just let me go down here. File ready for YouTube. Golly gee, yeah, yes, I think it's that one. Then the Evening Lake is coming up next. Okay, but don't mark me on it, because if I say one thing and do something different, I'll get bloody crucified, don't I? All right. Hello, Ianapolis, says AK007 Campbell. G'day, 007. So, yes, Chris to see, that one's coming up next. Trucker Daddy, a brilliant idea, says Trucker Daddy. Garage sales are good for frames too. Yes, I don't go to garage sales much, but every time I've gone past one, if I'm in the mood, you know what, I'm going to have a sticky beak. I'll go in there and I'm solely looking for old frames or old prints with a frame on them, and I buy them for that. Sandra Shack, g'day Sarah Shack, she's saying hello to everybody. Got your coffee, me darling? Oh, look at here. Darren McLean. I think she means a canvas to a board. Yeah, I pretty much thought that's what she meant. So I do give the opportunity to say, I'm not sure what you mean. What does that mean? Just so as they can go, oh yeah, I typed it wrong, and they quickly get back into it. But I do know what she meant there. Darren, you picked it up. Good stuff. Chloe, right, Darren. Yes. Uh, Sarah Shack, I'm in Miami, Florida, getting on a cruise ship tomorrow for 8 days in the Caribbean. Oh, cyber hugs to you, Sarah, for your super chat donation. Thank you very much. And the beautiful Sharon Blankenship. Cyber hugs and kisses to you too, sweetheart. They've just sent in super chat donations. What they do there, you're a good, great teacher. I love you. I love you too. Thank you very much, Sharon. This is super chat enabled. These live chats are only enabled on the live feed. The replay, you can't do this. There's a donate link for that. There's a grey $ right where you write your chat. And that's what these people are doing. They support my content. They love what I do. They keep me here every week, and they hit that and then nominate how much they want to send through the super chat. Okay, for those who didn't know, that's how it was doing, and you can see they're very big and highlighted there. I always at least have to stop by and make a donation. You're very beautiful. Thanks for that, Sarah. What is the name of the artist you shared who can give advice for selling, learning how to price my work, says Deborah Quixel. What is the name of the artist you shared? I'm not sure if I did share a person's name. What I can tell you, look it up. You can charge anywhere from, say, like the quality of my paintings, the size of them, you charge by the square inch. And those who don't know how to work out the square inch, it's quite easy. You work out the square inch here. So let's say it's 12, and then this square inch, let's say it's 16. So you go 12 times 16 equals whatever, whatever. And then you times that by 0.40 or 0.45 or 0.50, which is 40 or 45 or 50 cents. You charge roughly that much a painting if they're within good standard. You know, if they look a bit wonky donkey, well, if people want to pay for them, that's fine, but you can charge anything from, let's say, 20 cents to 50 cents a square inch. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's taken you 1 month, 1 year, 1 week, 1 day, or 1 hour. It's the footprint of the painting that person's buying. Okay, you can't do a painting for like a week and say, well, it owes me a week's pay. It doesn't work that way. It's the footprint of the painting you're buying. And some paintings may be able to fetch a bit more just through the popularity of the artist themselves, how popular they are, things like that. Okay, what do we got here? We got some stuff going on here. Sandra Blankenship, read that one. So that was Deborah Quixel. Hopefully that answered. Now, it could have been a Rod Moore or a Len Hend, but I can't say exact. I can't remember. I've got a brain like a bloody sieve. Karen Mounts. I agree, Ian. Found beautiful frames at the ARC Rift store. There you go. Cindy Peterlin. I love your accent. I have to listen carefully, but I have a southern drawl. Southern, you must be from America. You from America, the Catherine Peterlin. What is my accent sounding like? I'm not sure. I'll try and talk more clearly. All right. Have a great time, Sarah. I'm envious. Yeah, Sarah's off on a river cruise or a ship cruise, like the Love Boat. I'm going through a funk and not happy with my paintings and don't want to paint. What can pull me out of that? A bit of a spell from painting. Give it a let it sit for a while. And what you might have done, just put in appropriate corners around your house or in a corner or something. So when you're going through your daily routine, you have a look at them and you sort of, I'm going to get you back. And you might see things or shades or shadows that should be there or the way you can enhance it. And make sure you know what you're going to paint. It's in here. Okay, make sure you know what you're going to paint. Have a reference picture. I'm using digital art now. I can show you one that's coming up very soon as an example. Okay, where's my digital art? Here it is. It's on an iPad. Here we go. Now I design a painting on this here. Where are we? Kabang, 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 kabang. Now I'm going to show you. So if I go there and then there, not there. Oh, it's all in sections. Now, bear with me a minute. I've got to show you in sections, okay? Because that's the way it is. Now, what I did, I used Procreate on my iPad. Let's see if we can see that. Now, I scribble in the layout, like horizon, a sky, whether I'm going to have a moon, a sun, or something like that. Now, on that same layer, I'll just open up the other layers. Then I'll take that away. I've added the skies and the colors. So what I'm doing is I'm seeing how colors are going to work with each other, how they're going to look in the layout of the painting I want to do. So then that little scribble I've done, I've added colors and I've got like a stormy sky. I don't know if you can see the lightning. There's some lightning. There's a green field and some trees. Subject there for a beginner who can learn and love to paint. So that not everyone has an iPad with digital art programs in it, but I'm using that. You can line scribble a layout of a painting, and if you've got some coloured pencils, or if you've got the time, I don't have the time, you've got some paints, put the colours in it you want and see how it looks. And if it can be rough and ready, it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? And then when you know what you want to do, set yourself up, and then you know what you're going to paint, and it's a lot of good fun. Just got to put the fan on. It's blooming warm in here. What is the name? Saw that. I agree. I love your accent. Saw that. I've been looking in thrift stores for frames too. Got to last week, says Billy Esmond. Great stuff. There's one. Thanks for being you, says Peggy Esther. Thank you very much for that cyber super chat donation. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, Peggy Esther. Thank you very much. Wow, I love you all. Now, where are we? We're going down here some more. When I talk, I lose track. So this show is all about trying to reach out to you people and acknowledge what you do here as well. So that's what it's all about. Thank you. How do you blend colours well? How do you blend colours so well, says Vandala Fuller. A lot of practice. A lot of people just ask, how can I do this? But little do you know, it just takes a lot of practice. Let's just say a cloud. You want to paint a cloud? You paint a cloud and it looks like snot. All right, if something's looking like snot, that's your inner self saying you need to practice, okay? And you have a desire to want to paint something, practice it as well. You got to practice. Thanks for the tip on pricing a painting. Hello, everybody. Denise Richards, cyber kisses and hugs to you. Thank you very much for your super chat donation. Denise Richards, Peggy Foster, Sharon Blankenship, Sarah Shack, Kay Mounts, Sandra Pitts, and Kim McKay. They've all done super chat donations. Thank you very much. Southern here too, says Brenda Grubbs. You can put down your names here and just tell me who you are as well. It's good to see new names. A lot of people are floaters. Floaters are people that watch people on YouTube, but they don't really say much. If you're one of those people, just stop by and go, here, g'day mate, how you going? Barbara Barberson's always telling me how great I am and says hello. Be like her. Cindy Peterlin, I'm from Georgia. I'm from Georgia, USA. I love you. Thank you very much. I love you back. Where are all the paintings usually behind you? If you caught the beginning of the show, I wasn't going to come on this morning. I thought, oh, I better come on because some people expect me and look forward to this coming on. So it was 9 o'clock when I got out of bed, and my face looked like it just looked like woken up garbage. So I put the kettle on, I washed my face, and I just did a test of what the room looked like without the black thing behind me, and it looked like snot. So I've turned the. Normally I'm sitting here, and the sheets behind me. I've turned it around like that, so I don't have to have the zebra there. It's right there. I feel claustrophobic, but it's there. So I've just quickly set up and come online to be here. That's why they're not there. And you might have noticed me earlier. I was picking some up and showing you that way. So that's why. That was from Sandra Shack. Do you have any tutorials on snow-covered trees? Says 1984 Stratus. Now let me go here. I've got to bring up my videos again because now I don't have any on snow-covered trees. Date added oldest, but I've got a couple on just snow. Now, whether they tickle your fancy and you can work out, well, I can use that to a degree, then start adding it the way I want it to look in my painting. Other than that, you might have to search online and see if there's anyone that's doing actual snow-covered trees. As I live in a country where there's bugger all snow, Australia where I live in Perth, I've never seen snow. We don't get snow here. It's not something in my DNA I can paint like other subjects, okay? There's 225. It's a night scene of a moonlit cabin in the snow. That's 225. Just hashtag 225 and then my name Iannapolis. It'll bring up one of my channel videos. All my videos are hashtag numbered. There's 240. Hashtag 240. How to paint a winter sunset scene for beginners. And there's 244. How to paint a sunset snow scene. Hashtag 244. Have a look in there. Oh, where are we going? We've got to catch up here. I'm from Georgia. I love you. Do you have any tutorial? Now, are you selling the painting you just held up with the woman in the water? Yes, all my paintings are for sale. The ones that aren't released yet are not out there, but if you go to the link in the description below, there's a link to show you exactly the tutorials I've done and what's available for sale. When one's sold, it's removed out of that link, so no one's asking for one that's already been sold. When this is, I mean, you can buy this tomorrow if you want, absolutely. I've got photos of it, everything ready to post up. But when it's due to be, the video's due to be released, what I do is I watermark my name on the picture, I put it up there, here's a painting I did on YouTube, and then I'll share the YouTube tutorial. Here's my latest tutorial I've done on YouTube. And then the painting's released with the actual video. In some cases, I've put the painting out there before the, a week or so before the video's due, and then people are asking where's the tutorial and it's not lining up, so I'm pretty much doing it in so they get released together, okay? But it is for sale. I've had people see my live shows and said, you know, there's all these, I want to buy that painting in the background, blah blah blah. So we do a Facebook message when you want to buy a painting of mine, and we get the ball rolling there. We find out exactly what painting you want. Yes, it's still here, how much it's going to cost. They are all $74 US. That includes postage and handling to wherever you live in the world, okay? So hopefully that answers your question there. Do you have any tours on snow? So that was for K mounts, yes, so they are for sale. Love my Procreate, says Stampin' Craze. I have done a few paintings on it. Actually harder than using a real brush for me. Yes, it can be hard, but it's a lot of fun. Who said that? Stampin' Craze. You can do caricatures with them. I've done a few caricatures of myself. I've done, I can go through here. I won't go through all of it, but I've done one I've put on Facebook. I love doing like different digital art. Like I'm in the middle of doing this one. It's beautiful. It's a beauty. It's just a girl. I'll go that way so you can, come on, see it a bit bigger. Turn it sideways. I just like the way it looks, the layout, the way she's looking. So that's getting painted in digital art that I'm doing, in the middle of doing. And it's a sort of thing you can sit down and go back to. and you can make them either realistic as you want, or where's the one of here? I did this one just the other day. This is sort of like in between, okay? Things like that. They're a lot of good fun. Okay, Vandala Fuller. Where did that go? Here it is. And it's better than using real hair brushes, fake brushes when you're painting. Yeah, it has its good points. When you're using that pencil, it's so great it never runs out, but it does have to be charged. K Mounts. Ian, you have a sweet and warm way about you and are inspiring me to get back into painting. Thank you very much for being yourself. Thank you very much, K Mounts. Michael Rhodes says, when you use retarder, what exactly do you use? I use Jasonja's or Atelier retarder. It's a clear medium retarder. It looks like baby oil, but it is not baby oil. Love the ocean beach scene most, as the beach is my happy place. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, Krista C. She's just done a beautiful super chat donation there, and in her donation says, looking forward to your next tutorial. Thank you so much. Thank you for your feedback and thank you for your support. Much appreciated, Krista C, for that super chat donation. Lisa is happy to be seen. G'day Lisa, how you going, darling? When I get in the mood to paint again, I'll show you first. I do love the waterfall off the mountain. What that I did with you. Good stuff. Now do remember, if you want to show me your paintings, you have to put them in my art group if you're a member there. And if you're not a member, there's a link in the description below. Request to become a member. A lot of people swamp me in just Facebook Messenger. Here's what I've done on that. You know, days go by and I thought, oh, I better see what's happened. And there's just a pile of stuff and it takes me a while to get through them. A lot of them do get missed. So if you don't want me to miss it, there's two ways. One, you can become a member of my art group, put it there and tag me in it, what people do. Or you can request to be, or you can go to my Patreon platform there, become a patron, and then let me know that you are a patron. I mean, I get notified, but in the future, you let me know you're a patron, and then you can send me your painting and say, I'm a patron of yours, Ian, here's one of my paintings, use it for Friday Night Lives. And what I do, I save that, and like I did in the iPad, I say, well, here's a painting from Barbara Barberson, and I don't only look at it, I'm acknowledging it, and I'm showing everybody else your painting as well. So that's a bit of a benefit you get from my Patreon platform. When I get in the mood, Stamp and Craze, nice digital art. You are much better than I am. Good ideas. Now, Stamp and Craze, I'm not much better than you are. We're just different. Our art's just different looking. I try and tell beginners. Now, I don't know if you're a beginner, advanced beginner, or a seasoned artist, but I do try and tell the beginner, don't get into art and thinking it's a competition and, oh, mine's not as good as that person's. Everybody's art is just different. That's all it is, not better or worse, just different. Try and remember that, and it's a great way to put everybody on an even keel within the art world out there. There are some artists that like to think, well, I'm bloody good, look what I can do. You'll never achieve what I can do, but here's what I'm doing anyway. Wish in one hand and poop in the other and see how you go. If viewers are interested, look up Magician des Colliers. Sorry, I can't pronounce that right. He's like a French Bob Ross. He does snow a lot, says Trucker Daddy. Mary Ann Rotondi. That picture of the side view of the girl looks just like daughter. Are you doing a tutorial on it? That picture of the side view of the girl, you'd have to, where is it? I'm not quite sure which one you meant. One of my digital arts. My digital arts aren't tutorials. If it was a digital art, only the paintings are tutorials. Ian, I have learnt a lot from you. Get back. I've learnt a lot from you. Watching you makes the do's foot brush you use to stipple foliage. Hang on. Spelling, you got to spell right because I ain't the best reader at all. Ian, I've learned a lot from you watching you. You make the do's foot uh, brush you use to stipple foliage. Who make? Oh, who makes the deer foot? I'm assuming. I don't know. I just bought it. It doesn't have to be a deer foot, so long as you can find a brush that can within size and get that black freckle effect. Whether you find a deer foot or you get something and cut it up and manipulate it to make it your own deer foot. It's I call it a deer foot because that's what it says on the stem of it, and obviously the actual head of the brush looks like a hoof of a horse or a deer foot. So that's obviously where they got the name from. Ian, I've learnt a lot from watching you. I've read that one. Like my daughter, sorry, the typo. Yes, I know Mary Ann, but was it the digital art I was showing or one of the paintings I was showing? The one on the side, I'm assuming, was a digital art. Any digital art, I don't do tutorials on that. It's just something I do for myself. Sometimes I take time out and paint for myself as well. What do we got here? 49 people. Is there any way to buy a painting without a Facebook account? Yes. If you're on here, you can go to where is it? PayPal. There's a PayPal link there, but you need to know what painting you're buying, and you. I don't know why you don't have a Facebook account, but that's up to you if you don't want to use one. It is difficult if you don't have a Facebook account. Um, because you need to talk with me so we know exactly what painting you want and what painting you are going to get is the right one. And so another way, I don't think there is another way unless you just comment in my videos, and it'll take a lot longer to get the message back and forth from each other. When I see it, we could sort it out that way. I love your tutorials. Am a beginner. Good stuff, Deborah. Hope you learn a lot from me here. Is there any way to buy a painting without a Facebook account? Because you need pretty much a messenger like Facebook to message me and say, Ian, I want such and such a painting. Now, Karen McNeil, where'd it go? Have you done any black and white paintings, Ian? Do you have any suggestions to help me being successful? Yes, I've done quite a few black and whites. I've done a black and white of the Statue of Liberty. I've done some portraits in black and white. I'm just scrolling down there now. I've done a wolf in black and white, a wolf's head. There's 186, just write down these as I've drawn them to you. 186 hashtag, that's like a cloudy night scene. There's 173, hashtag 173. There is hashtag 146, how to paint a wolf. There's 139, which is a portrait of a friend of mine who passed away. I've done one of Reese. There's one of Michael Jackson I did of 96. There's quite a few in there. Check out my YouTube, my videos link, and get all the videos in the playlist there and scroll through and you'll see what I've done there. There's a Marilyn Monroe I've done in black and white, number 17, number 12. I've done of my son and so on. So there is quite a few there. Tutorials, have you done a black and white? Kathleen Christopher. I live in Caribbean but love painting snow scenes as well. Krista C. I keep reminding myself not to compare my beginning art journey to other artists' middle. That's it. Lisa's happy to be seen. Thank you very much for your super chat donation. And she says in her donation, I'm definitely a super fan of yours, Ian. Thank you for being you. Thank you very much. I can only be myself as well. Dear, says Sharon. Patricia, hi Ian, sorry I'm late. That's okay, You're here, that's great, you're here. Does anyone see me here, says James McHenry. Does anyone see James McHenry here? Nizzy Tag, thank you very much for your super chat donation. Cyber hugs and kisses to you. And I'm just hoping you are all female, the ones I'm giving cyber hugs and kisses to. And if you're not, and if you're a guy, well, I love you anyway, and thank you very much. I see you, James. Yes, we all see you, James. Okay, thank you, Sarah Shack. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, hit that like button. Give me the thumbs up. It costs you nothing. Lisa, happy to be seen. That's That's okay. I still don't know what a patron is. I can explain that. People like myself create patrons accounts. It's just another account where people can support your content. There is a link in the description below. If you hit that one, there's self-explanatory tabs like become a patron. And what you do, to become a patron, you virtually associate your payment card with it, and you nominate how much you want to support me every month. It's set at $1, but you can edit that to $5, $2, $10, $50, whatever a month. But that will come out of your account, nominated account, every month, and you're supporting my content. It's like you might buy the Woman's Weekly magazine and be a subscriber to that every week and it comes out to you. Well, it's the same thing, but as a YouTuber. So you're supporting my content. But for those people who think, oh, but I wouldn't want my credit payments getting away from me, there's the donate link down below, the PayPal link there. And that gives you the opportunity to go, "Oh, I'll give him something this week, or one week you might not be able to afford anything. That's fine as well. But the Patreon is you become a patron of mine and you're supporting my content there. That's what it is. Who was that for again? For Lisa, happy to be seen. Celeste Watson, Trip James, I see you. Sarah Shack. Lisa, Patreon is where we make a monthly donation to support Ian. Yes, a lot of YouTubers have it. Okay, and some YouTubers are lucky enough to live off their Patreon support money every month full time and give their patrons rewards. I don't have any rewards, so to speak, but I allow patrons, if you're a patron, you send me your pictures and they get shown up on the show. I'm starting to put out what's being released on my Patreon platform so my patrons know what's coming up. It gets put out on there before anywhere else. And see, I've forgotten it again. This link was supposed to go on there, but I'll let's just put it there. Bang, copy. I've got to share this. I'm just sharing this to Facebook, so bear with me a moment. I've forgotten all about it. There might be some people floating around on Facebook. Oh, he's live now. I'll quickly go and have a look. Live now, and I'll post that, and I'll quickly put it up in. Okay, that's done there. Karen McNeil, cyber hugs and kisses to you, my darling. Thank you very much for your super chat donation. Hi, signing out now. Thank you for the information. I hope you have a peaceful day. Thank you very much. You have a great day, Kay. Billy Esmond, love watching the waterfall tutorial. Thank you. Hi, Ian. Now, what was this one I got to? That's that one there. I'm just going to go to Patreon and then put this link in the Patreon page there. So where do I go? Posts. Come on. New. Okay, and I'll go here. Where do I tell? No, wrong one, Ian. Discard link. I'm putting a link there. Type your link here. Here we go. Paste. There we go. Post live episode 30. What one was it? 35, I think. 35. Okay, now where do I go? Publish now. So I've just put it in my patrons page. I forgot to do it. Slept in this morning. Okay, where are we? Love watching your waterfall. I have to go. All good night and sweet dreams, my friend, says happy to be seen. Thank you very much, Lisa. Good night to you. Is there anything else we need to cover or you want to ask before we get going? What have been going 50 minutes? I normally keep this show an hour. Sometimes it might dribble over, but if it's starting to get a bit empty there, we can always close it up a bit earlier as well. It's all about me connecting with my followers and acknowledging you as well. You all support me and I like to acknowledge and appreciate and thank you all for that. I just became a patron. How do I find the page? Laurie Edwards. Oh yes, Laurie Edwards. The page, what you need to do, there's a link in the description below. Go to that Patreon link, it'll take you there. You need to be signed into your account, obviously, and save it in a bookmark. So as you can always go to your bookmark, go to your appropriate web page or website or whoever, your favourite, and go straight there. That's what I do. I believe James had a question about painting skin tones. Oh, there we go. Did you? Skin tones can be fun and at the same time difficult. Have a nice day. Let's say has arrived late. Let me go on a bit about skin tones. That's a good question. Skin tones. Now let's just say once you've got your skin, you do the basic skin tone. I'm going to get to you how you paint that. But once you've got that, you've got different additives. Like you have yellow Asians. You have the additive for the yellow. You might have the American Indians or the dark Italian peoples. There's a bit of a brown in the tint there. There's some red you might put in the tone to give it that red tinge. Now you mix up a skin tone. Where was that again? Had a question about skin tones. So I don't know what your question is yet again, Celeste Watson. James, if you want to ask me again what that, because it's obviously gone through now and I've lost it. You can get a skin tone through a simple red and white. This is just a simple beginner's way, red and white. Grab some white and just slowly add some red. Slowly add some red. You get like a pink and add like a little bit of yellow. Or you can get yellow ochre and some white, a little bit of red. And then when you've got a basic skin tone, you can, let's just say you're doing an African American or the Indian people tribe or whatever they're called, sorry, bit of brown in it, like an Italian coloured person. Put a little bit of brown in there. If you're doing an Asian one, put a little bit of yellow in there. If you're doing a Ranger, someone like me, a little bit of red in there, okay? But we'll see what happens if that question comes up. I need tons of beauty rest. Good night, says Sharon Blankenship. Good night, Sharon. Laurie Edwards, thank you very much. Night all. Any particular paints that you use for skin tones? Reds, whites, yellows, yellow ochre, and the brown. I can't remember. I thought this was. I found this on Google Images. Go to Google Images. You might even find a skin colour wheel. See this here? Now, it's got all the different colours on the outside, and going into the clearer centre or the white centre is adding white to get those different tones. Okay, so they've got I can't even see, the writing so tiny, I need a magnifying glass, but they've pretty much got the colour and they've kept tinting it with white to get different shades of it. Okay, sunlit and warm shades, neutral, dark and cool shades. So it's all about shades really. Night all happy. I've got to go get a few things at Walmart before cruise. You have a good cruise there, Sarah Shack. Good night all. Hi Ian. Good night, says Gaynor Lloyd. All right, I'll start wrapping it up. Is that question going to come through about the skin, whatever, what particular part you wanted to know? The one I did a painting. What was that latest one I'd done? I think I did some skin in that. Where is it? Was there one that involves skin tone? Where are you? I thought there was. Where are you? Where's my latest? I was pretty sure I mixed up some skin tone just the other day in a video. Oh, it was for this one here. You'll see when this video comes out. Where is it? When this video comes out, I've mixed the skin tones there. Now, acrylics dry darker. Painting portraits is not for everybody. Either you can or can't do them. Don't bang yourself against the wall if you can't. And you'll see the colours I've used for this. And then you can look at this. See, I'm looking at that now. I'm quite happy with it, but I could go a shade lighter as well, I feel. Your past work is a good gauge to work out, like sky, skin, whatever subjects you're doing. It's a good gauge to adjust for your next project in art. I haven't done people before and want to follow along with you. Okay, says James McHenry. Where's the lovely Steve? He's outside. I'm chained to this desk with the microphone wire. I can't get up and move. How do you begin to paint a painting? All right, I can show you that. I've got my my iPad here, and like I said before earlier in the show, you might not have been here, but I can show you that. Now, whether you do it on paper or a like an iPad device, where's my? Oh, here we go. Now, a lot of artists they have a sketchbook and they'll sketch out paintings in there. Okay, now I just, well, you can imagine this is on paper, right? Look, this one's coming up. I've sketched a layout of our painting, but there's obviously no colours there. But on this Procreate digital I've got here, I can add the colours. So I'll take that away and put the colours back, just to get an idea of how the colours are going to look in my layout. And then I've designed this painting. It's going to look a little bit more different than that on the painting, but that's how I design a painting. Now also in here, you will see others that I've done. Like this, where's the design of it? That's what I designed on here, okay? And then the painting, bear with me, was that. Oh no, sorry, this one was the design of the painting, and that one I showed you was the painting. Sorry, idiot me. This was another one I designed. The tutorial's out there, I don't know what number it is, but that was designed on here as well. So that's how I design a painting. I'm always looking for something that can feed a hungry beginner's mind. Different layouts of whether it's a dry landscape or a wet landscape. How do you begin to paint a portrait? The way I do it, the way I would do it is find your subject and get them to sit there and do lots of photos. And another way to do lots of photos is just video. Put your video camera on and just get them to, just talk to them and say, yeah, put your head down a bit, tilt, whatever, move your hand a bit, put it against your ear. A good thing is having subjects within the portrait as well, so it's just not a plain face. You can have a subject here. I'll give you an example of that as well. And what you will do is, see, like this one here, this is a digital portrait, but I like the way the hand is with the face. It's not just a face, you got me? Once you've got the video done, play the video in your camera, put it on pause, and you can slide it so it's going for every frame, and you get that perfect shot. Screenshot it, print it out to the size you want, transfer it onto a canvas, and then start painting that way. You'll have to watch one of my link in the description below for all my videos there. Search for one of the portraits I've done there, and then follow that method how I've done a portrait from there, but doing it with your subject. Okay. Okay, they've been retracted. How do you begin a portrait? So I would begin it like that. Like I've done one of my son Nicholas. I went to his place and I did exactly like I just told you. Took photos and videos of him. I came home and scanned through it all till I had the shape that I wanted to do. Because sometimes you might want that perfect profile of what you're looking for to draw. And sometimes if this profile is easier for you to draw than a front-on profile, then go for that profile. That's what I say. And I saw somebody say, this is a good tip as well, if you're doing the oh, it's my good friend Jan, if you're doing a front-on portrait, he was saying your width of your head, front-on of course, is 5 eyes. So you got one eye here, one eye there, one eye here, one eye there, and the 5th eye measurement there. So that measures 5 eyes. Okay, and he was using a digital platform for that on his channel there somewhere. Jan Zamamek, something like that. Lovely English bloke. All right, I'm going to get going because it's been 58 minutes. It's been a great show. I'm glad I came on and didn't let anybody down. I'll be here this time next week, and I'll be hopefully doing a video Monday, whether it's a live or a tutorial. I'm not sure yet. I've got to see what time I have up my sleeve. Horde Masters, thank you very much. All right, so if you like what I'm doing, be sure to tell your friends. But if you don't like what I'm doing, you tell everybody, all right? All the best, goodbye, good luck, and good on you. Have a great night, everybody, says Patricia Lewis. Good night. Now I've got to say it's Uru from the Guru. Where are we?